All right, it's some 23 minutes after 8. Time now for my banner. And DSP Alexander Kweku Obing is here because very soon the police will start arresting vehicles that emit certain things. Okay, so vehicular emissions in town. If your vehicle brings out certain things that the police deem not conducive for the environment, they will start arresting you. You want to understand the situation now before you are arrested. That's why he's here. So DSP Obing is with the Ghana Police MTTU in charge of public education. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
So what exactly is the directive here?
I think it's not new. So far as I'm concerned, sometimes we have to come up with some of these things to alert new owners of vehicles and to also remind those who are owners and users and might have forgotten that the use of a vehicle comes with certain responsibilities. That one is that you should ensure that your vehicle doesn't emit certain substances, including combustion materials. Example, exhaust fumes that has carbon monoxide, and that also has fatal effect on you and I in terms of incidence of certain diseases and ailments, and how it also affects the ozone layer, and how the geographers and scientists tell us how the ultraviolet rays may reach us and all that. So we in the law, Ghana made a declaration that all owners of vehicles and those who have custody or drive should ensure that their vehicles are in good working conditions and the engines are running efficiently. And these also substances, combustion substances, are not being emitted. And over the years, we've been on the road, and sometimes together we've been with the driver and vehicle licensing authority officials who also have the technical eye and the capacity to...
So this is something that's ongoing?
Oh, it's ongoing, to the extent that some vehicle owners have suffered for not complying.
So what if that vehicle, I'm just asking, what if that vehicle is a police vehicle?
Oh, generally, we know that police vehicles under the Act are exempted from roadworthiness as it is, but Ghana has made investment in police in terms of establishment of workshops with well-trained police mechanics and engineers who on daily and sometimes monthly basis, servicing days, ensure that our vehicles regulated by our own service instruction are availed to their service lines for continuous maintenance to ensure its efficient run. Mind you, police vehicles majority runs 24 hours because we run both diurnal and nocturnal patrols. So even in spite of all these, you see that our vehicles are well efficient and all that. So so far as I'm concerned, we might not have that problem. The state might not have that problem, except individuals, particularly commercial.
So typically what would happen when the police sees you? They would stop you and then...
Because of the technical nature of this, we have formed a task force with Driver and Vehicle License Authority. Some are in Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Ashanti region, and Western region, Sakindi Takradi, where in addition to normal traffic police patrols, these teams are otherwise called roadside check teams, who ensure that when a vehicle pulls up and they find out that the carbon monoxide emission is above what is expected, they are prohibited, and the prohibition is that it will be issued with a note that your vehicle is unfit, and you will be given a vehicle rectification notice, as a prohibition, with time on it for you to go and get the defects on the vehicle rectified.
Oh, okay.
And when it
so it's not like they're going to seize your car.
That is one aspect of it. When it is rectified, when it is repairable, then by then they would have removed the roadworthiness sticker and any other relevant sticker that will make it difficult for you to use the vehicle on the road.
So why don't you deal directly with the DVLA instead of vehicle owners, because they give the roadworthy certificates.
You are saying
so if the DVLA says my vehicle is roadworthy, and then I get on the road and police arrest me.
So far as issuance of roadworthy stickers are concerned, we know that there are certain individuals that we have even arrested for printing fake ones, because vehicle owners themselves don't avail their vehicles to the Driver and Vehicle License Authority, because the law is that if you are a vehicle owner, in person with your vehicle should proceed to DVLA office and ensure that if it is private, every year you go to do your vehicle examination and then go through the roadworthiness processes. If it is commercial, every 6 months, the vehicle owner or is the one who has custody should, as a responsibility, do that. And in between that, there might also be these problems, because you go, your vehicle is tested, it's roadworthy, you're supposed to be using it, and all of a sudden maybe it develops a mechanical or engine problem, and it begins to emit very high carbon monoxide from the exhaust, and the vehicle owner may be a bit irresponsible of taking it to a mechanic shop to get it rectified. So that's where police comes in, and we're saying that we have had occasion where some of such vehicles have been arrested and photographs taken to motor court, and the court has ordered that such vehicles are decrepit or rickety and not fit, and therefore the court ordered that such vehicles should be cannibalized, and so the vehicles were, as it were, dismembered. So that is there. But one approach that we are using is that for us, we give rectification notice. We go and get the defects fixed, and then you come back, and then your roadworthiness stickers will then be handed over to you, or it will be re-examined by the DVLA. We are not capable of testing vehicles, police. Always, we are assisted by the mechanics or the engineers at the DVLA, so we do that collaboration.
So generally, when the police arrest you, why don't they give you maybe a note that says report to, if you like, the Achimota police within this time, but sometimes they want to take your driver's license from you, or they like to ask you to, you know, if you like, seize your vehicle?
So far as we are concerned, depending on the problem at hand, the policing problem at hand. One, it may be that the vehicle is not in safe hands, because the law says that if the vehicle is being handled by an unlicensed person, it means that an untrained person, in the interest of public health and public safety, the vehicle has to be impounded.
So if I cross the red lights, for instance,
that is one. I'm saying that so the vehicle can be impounded in the interest of also the owner, because the vehicle might not be in a very safe hands. And if, for instance, you are a licensed driver and you are found of committing dangerous offences, including running of amber and red lights and driving on the shoulder.
Amber, are you guilty?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, amber means get ready to stop. But if you're so close to the traffic light and depending on the speed, you cannot stop immediately.
Dangerous defensive driving mentality to say amber means get ready. There's nothing like that. That's just thought.
Well, so I'll come to that. Red means stop. Yellow means get ready.
I don't know who came up with that rhyme. Maybe he did it for didactic or teaching purposes, but in defensive driving, it is the most dangerous thing that anybody should utter. That amber means get ready to stop. It is dangerous.
Okay, so let's finish with the
So when you run amber or red light, or you drive on the shoulder, or you are tailgating, lawful overtaking on hills, and doing all manner of things, and you are picked by a police reader and arrested, the law says that instantly what police should require of the one who was handling the vehicle at the time, is the proof that he's a driver.
Okay.
And so the license will have to be surrendered as soon as possible. And the law says that that is
but that's just proof that I'm a driver. So you have to give it back to me after you take a look at it.
I'm going on to why you should surrender it. And the law says that that is what should guide police to know your name on the license register, to know your certificate of competence. Now that soon the spot fine will come, and for us to know your age, the class of your license, how competent you are, and all that, and that is, and the law is allows police to hold you to facilitate your appearing in court. Note that the Parliament put this thing in knowing that the state hasn't got capacity to trace drivers who may slip through police hands, for them to go through this ethical correction process. So
it means that the police can, by what you said, it means that the police can take your license. How long can they hold it for?
As long as you are forthcoming with or the court, or as long as they are not sure that your place of abode is known, and depending also the gravity of the offense, maybe you might have killed in the process of driving. So these are so. But what is that very soon it might be thing of the past, because when the spot fine comes, all that police needs, because all the license register has been automated. So our device, all that we need is your certificate of competence. Okay, and
which is the license.
Yes, we can just verbally say it, and then we punch it and we know.
How soon are we getting this system?
That is ready. I'm saying that the spot fine, with a few contractual challenges, we would have started. So that will be soon. But I'm saying that these are there for us. So, but now every driver should know that per regulation 47 of our LI 2020.
Is this available?
Oh yes. I'm saying that the law says that.
Where can we get it?
Oh, it's at the government press.
Okay.
At the
Assembly press.
yes,
Sure.
government press. That if you want to drive, or you are attempting to drive, or you are driving on the road, the driver should always carry his or her original driver's license. So in case there is any offense committed or any infraction, the police officer will then ask the evidence of it to facilitate police investigative processes. So this is basic thing on the road, a basic rule of engagement.
Okay.
And so it's not a problem at all. What is it is that when any of these are done, then we issue it. Again, we have had occasions when people have given vehicles to untrained hands, and that has been a problem with Ghana, and also people have developed a taste for keeping, I don't know what they call it, vintage vehicles, but don't maintain them. But these, we not call it vintage, but they are of economic nature, simply because most of these vehicles that are emitting carbon monoxide at a high level are commercial, has been running on our road for the past 50 years.
Yeah, but you watch them drive by every time.
Oh, but we do a lot of arrests. I'm saying that some of them are, anytime you arrest, sometimes they go back to the mechanic shop and get overhauling.
I can mention certain places where you can find a lot of them packed right now.
Oh,
I'm sure that you are aware.
I'm saying that they are weak. They are rickety. It might be because of the structural nature of the body. It might be and all that, but not the engine. You see that the vehicle is weak. It is not emitting because they continuously also, they have one antidote. The antidote is that then every 6 months we do what do you call overhauling. Are you okay? To overcome this. Otherwise, when it is emitting such high carbon monoxide, police will basically stop and prevent you till you rectify the problem and come back.
All right. DSP, can we touch on the red, yellow, and green?
Yes, and you're saying
so
that
green means go.
The issue of green, red, and amber is to manage junctions. The junction may be in a form of crossroad, wide junction, interchange, or pelican crossing, where a person on foot may also want to cross the road, which the law allows. And that since vehicles cannot stop like human beings, because human beings, our lights are only green and red, that we can come to abrupt stop. But for vehicles, no, because the vehicle is being moved by a human being who has to think by first looking with the eye to view what is there, and may see amber lights. And these amber lights, or red or green, are always found on our urban roads, where the speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour or below. And therefore the drivers are expected to move slowly, not above 50. And in that process, the issue of getting ready to stop is this, that when you are approaching a junction which is signalized and the amber comes and you are a bit off because you are moving slowly, you see it. All that you do is that your eye is in contact with it, and then the brain, as we all learn sensory and all that, start to work on you that you are supposed to stop, and then it triggers you. You take your right or left.
You're not always.
I just want to explain what the driver goes.
Okay.
That can be.
I mean, if you're on the N1, for instance, and you're approaching the Fiesta Royale traffic lights, that's not a road that you always slow down on.
The signalized tells you you are approaching a signalized junction. Maybe you don't see, you don't watch.
No, but I'm saying that, okay, so depending on the speed that you're on.
And I'm saying that when you are approaching let's say, a junction, it is that there are stop lines, there are advanced warning signs that it is a signalized junction telling you, driver, you're ready to stop. And that, I'm saying that when you see it, it tells you that you take your right foot and you place it on the brake pads. And that seconds where you do that is what maybe you call it get ready to stop. But you are stopping. You put your foot on the paddle and then the vehicle will come to the stop. And the law says that when at the time that the amber light came on and we were just at the stop line, you can proceed, and the front is clear.
So if you're just at the stop line, then you can proceed.
Because the essence is that if you are not on the stop line, you are a bit far off, isn't it? And then your speed is not more than. But what we notice is that now amber means increased speed. That is what is happening. That I want to get. I want to
before the red comes.
No, but that I'm saying is dangerous. The amber helps you to manage to come because you are going through a thinking distance, a braking distance, and a stopping distance. You are stopping. So amber really means stop. Except that you go through three processes. You think, you act, you brake, and then the vehicle mechanically will come to a stop. And not that you see amber and then you are increasing speed to go through, and that is dangerous. It is killing a lot of Ghanaians. That is what I'm talking about. So amber doesn't mean get ready to stop. It means stop. And therefore, you are going through thinking distance, braking distance, and stopping distance.
Okay, so it's only when you are at the line, the stoppage line.
Yeah, that's when your front is clear, and it's difficult to stop. Then, otherwise, you are going to block pedestrians. As you see, the road is that you are going. The stop line is also just behind the Pelican crossing, where persons on foot, another vulnerable motorists will do, and therefore. You also don't go. The law says that if you go and stop on it or in the intersection, it attracts a fine if it is a spot fine, or you are supposed to be arrested. So it is tolerance and patience that allows urban commuters to communicate well. Otherwise, if you engage in aggressive driving and you think you are late and you want to make up time because maybe because of the actions of University of Ghana, traffic has compounded on Legon Road between Tetekwashi and Adentan.
And even West Legon and Hatch thereabouts.
Yes, and you have exited and you want to increase speed, and that it is amber, and then no, you end up causing mess for yourself. So we're saying that these infractions will either expose you to danger. Danger means crash, death, injury, or you will be exposed to police arrest, and maybe in addition to the smoke emission, you will be arrested and you will be asked to be forthcoming with your license to prove for police to know whether after all you are a licensed driver, and if you are licensed, why did you do it, and you come up with your flimsy excuses that may not be able to exonerate you in court of law.
You brought in the traffic, so let's touch on it. I mean, how is the traffic situation? We know about the situation on the motorway, and you give us a quick update. But generally around town,
I think generally motorway is being managed now at the scene. So I know the traffic has compounded, but Ashaman police, traffic police personnel are there to assist motorists, particularly the Accra bound is where the problem is now. I know the evening it will be Tema bound section because a section of the road has been narrowed into a single lane so that one can come, one can go. With regard to what we have on the Legon Road, still on the eastern corridor, from Dodoa approaching Adentan to Medina, and then Hacho, Kwabinya, and all those places, Keseman and all that. We have a problem because I think the university has shut the road to the general users, except those who have stickers.
Now they have big banners that say no UG sticker, no way.
It's not about banner. It's about use of resources and saying that we are used to it, and all that you do, that all the traffic that were there, that the state were using that corridor to manage, are now restricted on the Legon Road, and this adjoining road, which cannot accommodate, and has compounded traffic this morning all the way, and we have a crisis on our hands because the general public, the general road users, they are clamoring, including students who are approaching and they may be late to lectures, and commuters to Accra Central are also having problems because it started very early. I think that road is, and the adjoining roads there, they are very strategic, and the state has to come in to manage this because prior to the construction of this asphalted road, so-called, the public has made general investment in the road in the university. So
yeah, but we also do know that it's a small community. This is supposed to be a learning community. They need a serene environment to study.
I don't know. You see, I have a problem because university schools are supposed to be in the communities. Okay, schools are supposed to be and should be supposed to be torchbearers. And I cannot foresee one day Achimota school also say, oh, we have also secured some roads, so we have laid some asphalt on it, so we have sealed it. Where will the lectures also pass to access? And I think that we need to do more about it. It is a problem. If you go there and see, as traffic officers in charge in Ghana, we have a problem on Legon Road, and this environment we're talking about is going to have impact on the it's going to have impact on Legon Road. It's going to have impact on the Hacho Kwabinya and the Keseman, and then it's going to create a big problem for the students at Chachimota. What about that? You see? So we think that something got to be done, and it has to be done now. It is beyond. I think now it's beyond the university. It is now a problem of the state. It's a national security problem which we are involved, and it is involved the school. There has to be a stakeholder strategic approach in solving this. Otherwise, we cannot contain. You see, the road facilitates a lot of our socioeconomic development agenda and engagement. Today, go and see, and think that this is not the way. We need to do something about it.
What exactly should we be doing? Open up the road so that people can have access through the university?
At the end of the day, the roads have to be opened. Whichever way it has, that's what I'm saying, that the state problem is a national security problem. It has to be open, and it will even assist. It will help even the university. I think if they should come out of their walls, their locked walls, and stand pitched on it and cast their eye either to the north to look on the Accra-bound traffic from Zongo Junction through Atomic, through UPS Junction to Legon Police Station and all that beyond. They will see, and they have not been fair.
Well, they're asking people to buy stickers. And
I'm saying that, who to buy?
Anybody at all who wants to use
that's what I'm saying,
the facility.
Is it affordable to them? Is it an order? And I'm saying that, can they afford it? You see, that is the problem I have. What we have is that unusual road users have been added to our duty points, and it has compounded traffic and the inconvenience, delays. and the chaos on that corridor is for all of us to see. But I don't understand why in that same environment, in this same environment of Ghana, adjoining roads are free there that people can use easily to facilitate socio-economic development. And they are stuck in traffic, and no one can go, no one can come. And it will continue this evening and throughout the week until it is resolved. Something got to be done. You see, I've seen for police, we are at our duty points. Traffic is compounded. You cannot proceed to, if you used to use 10 minutes to cross Okponglo through Tetepashi, now you need about 2 hours. Anything that, how do you quantify that one in terms of fuel, time, and
productive hours,
productive hours, and even emergency challenges that people are going through today, and then the psychological trauma, and then the loss of contact hours by students who want to catch up with their lectures and all that and all. And so these are, and I'm saying that it's not going to abate, because the number of vehicles that were going there that have not bought their stickers will still be there here tomorrow unless they walk. As getting. So that is what we have now. But we will be there to drive and control traffic.
On to other issues, are you still arresting drivers using mobile phones and people who don't use their seatbelts?
I think I want to thank you this morning, multimedia, because you always avail rich time for us to educate Ghanaians on the safe use of our road and vehicles. One posture that we want to see Ghanaians in who own vehicles on our roads, that who has driving, is that they should put on their seatbelts, the driver and the passenger. More so if the passenger is under age, below 80 years. It's the responsibility of the driver to force the person who is sitting beside him or her or behind him or her to wear seatbelt. It's by force. Otherwise, when police stops, though you might be in seatbelt, the driver, since the minors are not in seatbelt, you still could arrest you. You'll be arrested and not the minor. Again, when you are driving, you know that, and the reason why we wear seatbelt is for your own safety, because when the vehicle crashes, come to a stop, the object may not come to a stop unless you are in seatbelt. Otherwise, you'll be ejected and the vehicle will be resting on the road. So, and to your death. 2, we also know that inattentive driving kills. And inattentive driving may occur when you are fidgeting with your audio system on your vehicle. And that's why even in Ghana, we have banned the display of videos on dashboards in order not to.
But you're not saying that if you are tuning your radio, you can be arrested?
If you fidget, you are saying inattentive driving. And maybe your eye and your mind is on the audio, it can. Maybe you are reading, picking things, eating with one hand, or doing whatever with your right hand and all that. Or you have one of your hand engaged by a mobile telephone on your ear. In that way, you may not have complete control of the vehicle.
So what if you're using a speakerphone?
But if, that's what I'm saying, that with one hand. But if the law does not ban the use of speakerphone, you can use it. And that's not a problem with the law. I'm stating what can cause inattentive driving so far as the rules are concerned in the law. And that we don't want people to drive whilst holding mobile phone in one or both of their hands. And we can only assess Ghanaians who are driving when their vehicles have clear windows on these regulations.
That's why you also arresting people who have tinted their glasses.
In the same road law, it says that nobody should obscure the front door glasses and then the windscreen. In other words, it will be left clear.
Don't some vehicles come in that way?
I'm stating the position of
the law
of Ghana, that if you are a car manufacturer in the Orient, maybe in the eastern part of the world or in the Occident, and you are constructing Lincoln, Toyota, Nissan, Hyundai, whatever, know that and I'm saying it, Ghana says that if you want to manufacture a vehicle, come consult our
road traffic regulations
to guide the designers so that when they are constructing they manufacturing the glass, the glass should not splinter first when it breaks, or shatters. You don't have to taint the glass in such a way that police cannot see the occupants and the occupants cannot see us, and that when even you taint it's only the rear glass, the door rear glass, that you can taint. Even that the law says that it should allow police 70% intrusion or light into it, so that even those behind you, police can see whether they are in seatbelt or not. And you in front, the law says that don't taint it, because let it clear, and the front, the windscreen, because you use the side glass to access the mirrors. You are getting it? And for police to also see you, whether you are not on mobile phone or you have not worn your seatbelt, and those behind, whether you have not collapsed the seat, and you are not either have not maybe sexually abusing somebody in a public place, which is against public immoral, or as it happened in India. I hope you know what the India, the physiotherapist who was raped to death on a public bus. The Indians were not fast, but we are fast in our law. and
I like that.
Because of that woman, I want to say this, and it's very important that maybe we are underrating, but we've seen that emerging trend. There are only few classes of road users that were exempted. You see, ambulance vehicles, and then motorheads, and then some security vehicles. But you see, politicians, chiefs, and everybody want to taint his glass vehicles and all that. I don't see the head and tail. In fact, I'm happy that in the Sport 5, all this was included. So we wouldn't take the excuse that, oh, it was made from home. I am this, I am that. We want to protect all. And
just very quickly, I just want to ask you, you know, some persons have said that sometimes you hide, you know, when you are under traffic lights or you are in certain places, you wait for us to commit the offense before you pull your head. Aren't you supposed to prevent us in the first place from doing it? Because if we see you, we know that we are visible at the traffic light. There's no way we will cross a number.
Oh, but I think that for now, if there is any word that has been used profusely, it is visibility.
Visibility, I get it. But but in certain corners, you see that they are either under some tree somewhere, so you don't really see them. And then once you cross the red, you see that they've pulled up.
I'm saying that when it comes to visibility, police is, but we also expect that road users, particularly motorists, should not see police before they act. Are you getting it? Because safety generally depends on motorists. So don't wait for police to jump before you do the right thing.
So don't wait for police to jump before you do the right thing. And I will end it here. But, as always, we'll invite you again. Thank you so much for your time, DSP.
God bless you.
All right, DSP Alexander Kweku is with the Ghana Police MTTU in charge of public education. We'll get him here again when something comes up. But thank you so much for your time on AM Show today. God willing, we'll see you again tomorrow.